Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. Today we're going to take a look at Marshall quarterback Chase Litton. He's a junior declaring for the NFL draft. He's listed at 6'6", 232. And we're going to take a look at one play, which is just a good example of some pre-snap adjustments against what a defense shows him before the play begins and why that's important for quarterbacking. And to start with that, let's just make one little correction that I think we often hear about quarterbacks is that they're the CEO of the team. That's not true. They're more the operations manager of the team, or at least for the offensive shift. If you say that the offense is kind of the morning shift, defense is the afternoon shift, and then your special teams is more the graveyard shift. The captains of those units, the guys who lead those units and call plays and make adjustments, they're the ones that have to be the bridge between the coaching staff and then all the frontline workers on the field. And this is what the quarterback does. That's why he's the operations manager. You're going to see this right now as an example. You have a 4-3 defense on the field. One linebacker outside the left tackle. You have one in the A gap here at the left hash. And then you also have a second linebacker up here at this area. And this may actually be a nickel look. So if this is a linebacker, then it's a 4-3, but it looks like it's more of a safety, so it's nickel, and he's up here tight to the line. So what that tells you is there's no safety back here. That's the first thing that the quarterback's going to read. But he also notices that he's got A-gap pressure impending here. He's got another linebacker showing pressure off the left side. So he gets to the line. He claps to get the ball. He sees the potential for pressure up here. He realizes that he knows that there's no safety back here. He also looks at his cornerback, and he knows that his cornerback is tight inside on a single receiver, and that's one-on-one coverage. So he says, you know what? I've got this one-on-one here. How do I maximize the opportunity to hit this one-on-one? Well, I need to be working in cohesion with my line to make sure that they're going to block the right guys, and let me change things around a little bit with the alignment so that I can make sure that I can minimize the kind of blitz that's going to be coming, because maybe both these guys are going to come. Maybe it's going to be the linebacker and the safety coming. Maybe this outside guy is going to come as well. So are we going to have 7 guys coming, or is it going to be some combination of 4 to 6 players? Well, one way that we can do that is dictate the terms. So instead of deciding that I'm going to snap the ball, let's get back up, talk to my line and say, okay, let's identify who needs to be blocked up front. And now I'm going to shift my running back over. You stay here, wing back. Running back's going to shift over. And what that does is it forces the safety to declare, somebody's got to get this running back over here. Who's going to take the running back? Or do I have the running back? So what that does is no safety deep in the field, still one-on-one here. But the guys who are going to get blocked up, that at least Litton is counting on here, is everybody but this outside linebacker. He's going to let this linebacker come through clean. So everyone else blocks this area of the field. And Litton's going to throw into that blitz one-on-one. This adjustment does that so that when you see at the beginning of the snap, you can see that you've got your wing back taking on this edge defender. You have your guard taking on the defensive tackle. Now you have, the wing back. You got your tackle taking on the defensive tackle. And then you have your guard taking on one of these blitzers. And the blitzer that he ends up taking on is that safety. That's who comes. And now the linebacker, he's dropping out to take on the running back because the running back slides out here. Now the only man that you have coming through is this outside linebacker. You're going to watch it one more time over here. Now that they make the switch, watch where that linebacker comes. He comes outside in, and it's a free run to the quarterback. But the quarterback, he knows where he's going from the get-go because it's one-on-one coverage, and he just calmly tosses that ball with nice touch right over the head of the cornerback here. And this is all done pre-snap. This is why pre-snap adjustments are important. You need to have a quarterback who not only recognizes, before the snap, what the defense is doing. You have to study for that and prepare for these situations, but you also have to have the initiative to be able to make the change, communicate well with your teammates, make sure they understand who needs to pick up who, and then it comes down to not just theory, but execution. And on this particular play, Chase Litton does a fine job of both. And, we can talk about post-snap reads because post-snap is even more important. But that will be for another time, and that's an even more advanced issue that you often see, especially in the NFL, where the first split second or two after the snap, like right about here or right about here, will often tell you just as much, if not more, than what they tried to disguise pre-snap. And that's why guys like Tom Brady and Drew Brees are awesome players. But cheers to Chase Litton. Very good job on this throw. You can see here he's just got his feet set nicely. Easy throw. Doesn't put a whole bunch on the ball, so he can just make sure that he can let his receiver run under it. It's a nice job, and it's a promising look for a junior quarterback who's showing some good conceptual skills for the game that are important to manage your offensive shift. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP Boiler Room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, the RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.